And good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Vickery's Athletic Field in Portageville, Missouri, as the Portageville Bulldogs set to play host to the Redbud, Illinois Musketeers. Redbud comes in with a record of 4-2. Redbud is coached by David Luck, assisted by Kyle Gerber, Ben Schwartz, Rusty Almond, Jody Fithian, Travis Dietering, Derek Uffelman, Levi Smith, Colin Detmer, and Chris Kraft. The Portageville Bulldogs come in with a record of 3-4 on a 3-game winning streak. They are coached by Mr. Jeff Bullock, assisted by Steve Rogers, Ashley Swims, Lee Wallace, Travis Shear, and Ron Golden. And Jamie, I think we're looking at good weather for a good ball game tonight.
Yeah, Ron, we've got beautiful weather here in Portageville this evening. It's just a super night for some high school football action. Looking down this roster at Redbud, they're certainly a large team, got a lot of size. We've been told, since they are from Illinois, we haven't watched them, but they've got a lot of athleticism. So I think we're going to be in store for a great contest this evening.
I think both teams like to run out of the shotgun and spread it out, so we're likely in for a high-scoring affair.
Yeah, and, the Bulldogs have been able to make some adjustments in the season. Connor Barham's been in that starting quarterback position last couple games. He's been very effective hitting his receivers and keeping the offense moving. So it might be another situation like we had a few weeks ago where it'll be who strikes first, who strikes often, and then what kind of defense we can back it up with.
Well, the opening coin toss, Portageville is going to receive to start the contest. So, should be a quick strike for the Bulldogs, so they're going to get right into it. As the number 4, the deep man, is Hunter Gates for the Bulldogs. Also back there is number 10, Ian Torrey. Both of these are seniors. We got quite a few seniors on the team this year that this is their last home game here at Portageville. This is also, Jamie, the 100th graduating class in Portageville history.
Yeah, Ron, I'd heard a few people coming in that have come back to town, and a lot of folks taking pictures, going around the old neighborhoods around the school here, and just getting reacquainted with old friends and family. So yeah, it's a special evening, and you're right. These seniors are going to try to get a quick strike here and make this a memorable night for the right reasons.
All right, we're getting set to kick here. Looks like the kickoff is like number 7. That's Griffin Zebold. Short kick taken on by the up man. Looks like that's number 12. Still on his feet. Comes back to the near side.
Got an opportunity.
Flag on the play there. Got blockers out in front. That's number 12. A.J. Hicks is finally brought down by number 86, Dakota Ziegler for the Musketeers, but blocking the back against the Bulldogs.
Well, I tell you, a lane opened, and A.J. was able to exploit that out on the outside, Ron, and when he came back, I thought he had a real good opportunity to make something special happen. He did there briefly, but wait and see with that block in the back, it's going to bring it back. So, hey, what a good adrenaline boost to get this game started. And it's easy to see, too, that Redbud is certainly respecting the two-man tandem back there with Hunter Gates and Ian Torrey. So we've got more in store for them than just those two. So it'll be interesting to see how we respond now.
Lamar Alexander, another senior, he's the lone running back. He's back healthy, and that's going to provide a good running game. So we're going to have good balance. Got Bryce Rowan, the slot receiver. On the outside is Jared Crafton, number 5 and number 9, respectively, for the Bulldogs. As we get set for the first play, Connor Barham looking. Pass is complete. Looks like number 32, Lamar Alexander, out of the backfield.
Looks like Gage Baldwin on the tackle for Rosebud.
Good open field tackle.
Baldwin was able to read his keys on the outside there and defend that. That was pretty pretty good athletic play there from a defender standpoint.
Well, back to the line. We got second down and about 7 to go for the Bulldogs. Quick pass out to Gates. Good block by Torrey. Gates on the move. Cuts it back up. Gates across midfield.
Good run.
Looks like 20 Rob Oliver is on tackle for the Musketeers. There was a quick pitch, and Torrey did a nice job getting out there and blocking for Gates.
He sure did. He got out there. He made key block, and that opened up everything downfield. Saw some pretty good pursuit, but I think you're seeing the Bulldogs' wheels here, and we do have some wheels out there.
Gates goes in motion. Take the handoff. Pass out to Tim Torrey. He's forced out of bounds at number 9. Alex Birchler in on the play for.
I think he still pulled up. I think he got maybe 2 or 3 on that, so it was good recovery. It looks like he maybe got 2 yards on that.
You're right. He initially got hit behind the line of scrimmage. You can see that he gained, it looks like a couple yards on there.
Yeah, that second effort helped get him past the line of scrimmage. So we'll see what they've got in store for Redbud on this play.
Snap. Quick throw to intended for number 9, Jared Crafton. Was over his head. Incomplete. Brings up third down and 8 for the Bulldogs. Ball is on the Redbud 45-yard line.
You know, I thought Redbud had that covered very well, Ron. And, Connor's going to have to remain calm in the pocket there and set his feet before he makes that pass. But like I say, Redbud, they were in pursuit. They did a good job reacting to that.
Trips to the right. Pass complete. Number 4, Gates. Gates
looks like he's going to go.
The flag's a touchdown. The Portageville Bulldogs. As Connor Barham hits Hunter Gates for about a 4 or 5 yard, just a quick hitch and good blocking out front. Hunter did the rest.
Yeah. Very good effort. Defensive backfield, I think they thought they had him contained. They pushed him toward the sideline, but he kept that second effort going, and he turned that into a big play.
Portageville lines up to go for 2. Handoff. Alexander bounces to the outside. Still on his feet.
Good pursuit. Good tackle. Look like number 9 for Redbud.
Yes, that's Alex Birchler. He's made some couple of good tackles tonight.
I tell you, if you're going to run down Lamar Alexander, to have those kind of wheels, that shows you what kind of athleticism that Jaden Berkner has.
Well, and after the we're talking about that quick strike, and within 2 minutes, Portageville is already leading 6-0. 10:06 left to go in the first quarter. I'd like to thank one of our sponsors. If you need auto parts, stop by Delta Auto Parts and Salvage on Highway 61 in Portageville. Call it in and staff will assist you with all your needs. They specialize in domestic car and light truck parts. Go online to deltaautoparts.com for parts information.
Bulldogs set to kick off. Pretty nice kick.
Number 34, Andrew Luffy in on the return. Looks like the Musketeers will take over about their own 39-yard line.
Well, this will give us a good opportunity to see this Redbud offense. We've heard a lot about it. Again, we've already talked about the athleticism and the size of this team. So very similar spread to what Portageville runs.
Long back, handoff up the middle. Number 44, Austin Millier. Gain of, looks like maybe about 1 on the play.
He went down pretty awkward, too. I think he got dinged up on that play.
He's coming out limping. Looks like his foot maybe got tangled up there.
Yeah, he did go down awkward on that play. Bulldog met him there at the line of scrimmage and took him down pretty hard. But hopefully he's going to recover and be back out there soon.
Zebo on the handoff. Straight up the middle. That is number 23, Seth Bass, I believe.
Yeah, Seth Bass. The Bulldog defense has been able to really get inside the Redbud interior line and wreak some havoc there. So, big play here on third down. Let's see what happens.
Zebo's probably going to air it out here. That's third down and 9. Zebo looking back.
Little screen action. Oh, what a blessing there for Bulldog fans.
Pass was incomplete to 23, Seth Bass. And Jamie, he had a lot of running room.
He did. That was a good play call. That was a good look. He had, gosh, he could have run to Gideon on that.
And for you folks in Illinois, Gideon's about 12 miles away.
That's right. He was certainly wide open.
Brings us up a fourth down for the Musketeers. 8:49 left to go in the first quarter. Portageville leading 6-0. Looks like number 7, that's Zebo, back to punt. 10 Gates and 4 Torrey back to receive for the Bulldogs.
Got some pretty good air under that. Took a Bulldog hop and bounce.
Looks like the Bulldogs are going to take over right at their own 30-yard line. As we switch, there's another time to thank our sponsor. If you take a look at the field tonight, you should be impressed because it's in great condition thanks to Turf Renovations. Turf Renovations is responsible for outstanding field services on not only this field, but also numerous ones in the area. Turf Renovations pride themselves on providing the best playing services for the area's athletes. To check out their projects, go online to turfrenovations.com. Portageville's over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line. Handoff up the middle. Lamar Alexander still on his feet.
I tell you, Lamar has had just an exceptional season this year, and he's done very well. And you can tell from that second effort that he makes on every run. I mean, he is in it every time.
His feet never stop turning.
Yeah, he's not going to get shortchanged.
Second down and 4 to go for the Bulldogs. Connor Barnum on the quarterback keeper. Connor Barnum on the outside.
It's a good little run by Connor, going off right tackle there.
Looks like he was finally forced out of bounds by number 9, Alex Birchler. But not before he gets enough of the first down. It's going to move the chains for the Bulldogs. So Bulldogs are first and 10. Talking about their own 43-yard line.
I tell you, we're seeing some of that same chemistry tonight that we saw last week out of the Dogs. So
Gates in motion on the jet sweep, handoff. Hunter still trying to bounce to the outside. It's a block from Crafton. Hunter Gates, a good run for the Bulldogs. He's finally forced out of bounds by 35. Frank Ford of the Musketeers. But not before he gets enough yards for the first down. That brings up a first and 10 at the Musketeers' 44-yard line. Just under 8 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Portageville leading 6-0. Gates in motion once again. Take the handoff, looking for Torrey. Torrey's going deep. Pass is incomplete. As Torrey almost makes a super catch for the Bulldogs.
That was an outstanding effort. You know, really, that's the only place Connor could throw that football. He had to put some air under it, and he was relying on his athleticism there. And I tell you, that defender from Rosebud did an
Alex Birchler.
Outstanding job covering him.
This is the first time I think Eagles had somebody match him up for height.
Yeah.
Usually DBs are a little bit smaller.
Yeah. Yeah, Birchler was on him.
Gets rid of it.
Oh, wow. Out in the flats. But you know, Ron, that's what I said earlier. If set your feet, make that throw. And good things happen. But, going back to Birchler from Redbud, he did. He had Torrey step for step on that play. And I tell you, when you see that, you see it in person, I know a lot of you are watching it online, that's a pretty heavy expectation.
Pass intended for number 9, Jerry Crafton, and that is too wide. It's going to bring up 4th and 10 for the Bulldogs. Redbud had pretty good coverage on that play. So they were all took the underneath routes away from them.
Be interesting to see where we go here. 4th and 10.
Make that 4th and 5.
4th and
Redbud
5.
Just jumped. Portageville does a good job of, they use that hard count and get guys to jump quite often.
Yeah, they've had a lot of success doing that. Takes a lot of discipline on that offensive line to be able to hold the fort.
Well, you don't see it that often, especially out of the shotgun.
Yeah, that's true.
Brings up a 4th and 5 for the Bulldogs. Gives Coach Bulldogs a little more room to do some play call here. Connor on the rollout. Good block by Lamar.
Good pass.
Pass was complete to number 10, Ian Torrey, as Connor Barham will roll out. Makes a nice pass.
I want to find out who that Redbud left defensive end is, or defensive tackle. I'm going to pay attention this next time. He is really penetrating back into that backfield. He's responsible for a lot of these hurried throws. So we're going to keep our eye on him.
Ball's on the 29-yard line of Redbud. Barham on the handoff. Alexander bounced to the outside. He's run down from behind. Nice tackle by number 44, Austin Millier. Looks like gain of, about 6 on the play. Makes it 2nd down and 4 for the Bulldogs. And right back to the line of scrimmage. Alexander in motion. Quick pass to number 10, Torrey.
No blocking out there. No blocking out in the flats.
Sorry, that was Hunter Gates.
Redbud defense really responded, and they came up. They read that play.
It looks like Lamar Alexander was trying to get out there to block, but he's, the timing was just off just a little bit. He couldn't get out there and make that block, and give credit to Redbud for disrupting the play. Yeah. 3rd down and 5 for the Bulldogs. Barham back to look. Throws it complete to number 4, Hunter Gates.
Looks like another 1st down for Portageville.
They're really doing a good job of just getting, they need 5, they get 6.
Yeah.
They put a receiver underneath, and that's some nice play calling right there for the Bulldogs.
Well, it's good game management. If you'll notice, they're using that play clock very well. And, time is a resource here. It's understatement of the night. We'll see how it turns out here. Got good pursuit.
Incomplete is Barham looking for the receiver coming across. Looks like number
23, maybe?
Like 23, Seth Bass. Yep, Seth Bass has got back there, put pressure on Barham.
Bass brought the wood a little bit there, didn't he?
Yeah, that was a nice play. He wrapped him up, and he got the throw off, so he let it go. But if Connor held that ball, he's just get he's going to lose a few yards. 2nd down and 10 for the Bulldogs. 19-yard line of the Musketeers. Barham back to throw. Throwing deep. Incomplete. As the ball is sailed over the head.
Redbud had good coverage on that time. They trying to see the receiver they keyed on there. Was that Gates?
I think that was
possibly.
I see number 9, Jared Crafton.
Jared Crafton. And
Torrey had come across.
Yeah, Ian. It's Ian Torrey. Ian Torrey and Jared Crafton back in that corner. Redbud defense was able to key on them, keep them honest.
Screen underneath to Alexander. Good blocking up front. Lamar Alexander picked up good yards for the Bulldogs. It's like number 35, I believe, with that Frank Ford was able to finally make the tackle for the Musketeers. Brings up 1st and goal for the Bulldogs at the Musketeers 7-yard line. Connor on the quarterback keeper.
Good run.
But right off that right tackle, and he's able to pick up, looks like 4 yards maybe. Tough to see from our angle here. They're on the base scoreboard for us. Brings up 2nd and goal from the 4-yard line. So he's able to pick up 3 yards on that last play.
Yeah, that was a good run.
Hand off, Alexander cuts back, still on his feet. Touchdown. Lamar Alexander. Takes to the middle and he bounces to the right side. As you pointed out, stays on his feet.
Yeah, that second effort got him in the end zone that time. You know, right now you're seeing that chemistry that we've been talking about for the last couple of weeks. It's really coming together for the Bulldogs. Redbud's a little bit on their heels, but I'll tell you, I wouldn't count them out. They're a solid team, got a lot of athleticism.
Jump pass intended for Gates is incomplete. After the score, Portageville leads 12-0 with 4:59 left to go in the first quarter. And we'll be right back with YHCTV.com. And we're back here at Vickery's Athletic Field in Portageville as the Portageville Bulldogs now lead the Redbud Musketeers 12-0. Just under 5 minutes left to go in the first quarter. Torrey on the kick. On the return. But 23 Bass on the return. Flag on the play, but wrapped up by number 64, Darrell Ellis. Saw the flag, but the official was right there on it. Personal foul. The dead ball personal foul against the Musketeers. So that will move the ball back 15 yards. I'm sure that's not the way that the Musketeers hope to start this second drive for them.
You know, I was trying to go back and think about what happened on that play. I didn't catch it, but I saw a lot of confusion on the sideline. But you are correct. I don't think Redbud wanted to start off on this drive getting put in the hole there.
Start on their own 16-yard line. On the quarterback keeper, fake the handoff. That's number 7, Griffin Zebold. A nice run for the Musketeers. Finally brought down by number 9, Jared Crafton.
Zebold had some pretty crafty moves there, didn't he?
Looks like he picked up 11 or 12 yards, enough for a first down. Makes it 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Somebody move there at guard for Redbud. They're not going to pick it up. Quarterback sacked.
That's brought down by number 74.
Cody Lewis.
I'm sorry.
79.
That was 79, Michael Hartman.
Michael Hartman.
I called the wrong number. I'm going to blame it on the glass. 2nd down and 12 as a loss of 2 for the Musketeers. Ball's on their own 25-yard line. 4 minutes to go in the first quarter. Handoff. Brought down by number 10, Ian Torrey. It looks like number 44. That is Austin Millier. It's good to see him back in the game.
Yeah. Ian had real good pursuit on that play. I thought Austin was really going to break one loose. Ian was able to get out there and subdue him before he got a little further out toward the flats.
3rd down and 5 for the Musketeers. Oh, snap, high snap. Picks it up. Zebo on the run.
Oh, wow. Great effort by number 9, Alex Birchler. Outstanding effort.
I'll tell you what, that was a nice play. The quarterback was in trouble as he's going to roll out, and receiver sees that and goes to the open area and almost makes a spectacular play for the Musketeers.
I was impressed by how Zebo was able to scramble around out there and create a little room. And, of course, he gave Birchler an opportunity to get out there and get open.
Well, he kept his eyes up the field and saw the receiver there. That was an impressive play. But 4th down and 5 for the Musketeers from the 33-yard line. Gates and Torrey back for the Bulldogs. Snap. End over end kick. Gates was going to try to catch off the bounce and didn't take that top hop. So we will now thank another sponsor, Greenpoint Ag in Portageville, located south of Portageville on Highway T. The 7 Greenpoint locations offer seed, fertilizer, crop protection products, and custom application services. And stop by the Portageville Farm and Home Store for a large selection of home, lawn and garden supplies and hardware. Go to greenpointtag.com or call 573-379-3816.
Well, Portageville take on the football about their 26-yard line here with 3 minutes and 2 seconds left in the first quarter.
Barham dropping back. Alexander.
Number 62, Corey Fithian. I believe he had a hand on that ball. I heard it slap all the way up here. So had good pursuit on that.
Yeah, it's supposed to be just a little quick hit to the running back, but Fithian had other minds. He was back there right beside Connor.
You know, a few plays ago, I was telling you there was a defender there that I need to brag on, and I think it was Fithian because he's been a constant presence over there. He's been making his presence known in that backfield.
Leave that left side D in for him. Low snap. Again to Alexander, still on his feet.
He's got running room.
Picks up good yards. As he moves the ball across midfield into Musketeer territory. Jamie, looks like the same play. They just executed it a little better that time and got a lot of yards out of that.
Yeah, Connor was able to get that ball out in front of him a little bit so he could catch it and run. And I tell you, when you give Lamar Alexander room like that, he's going to take advantage of it.
Got trip to the left. Gates isolated by himself. The low snap.
Looks like we'll do it the other way.
Alexander picks up Looks like it loses a yard as he's met by number 23, Seth Bass. Makes a good tackle for the Musketeers.
I tell you, Bass is he's been able to factor in a number of plays tonight. You can certainly see his defensive leadership on this Redbud team.
2:25 left to go in the first quarter. Portageville leading 12-0. Ball's on the 49-yard line of Redbud. Second down and 11.
Got about 7 seconds left on the play clock. May have to call timeout here. And that's what they're going to do.
And Coach Bullock is not happy about that one. So we will take a break. We'll be back with YHC TV. And we're back as the Bulldogs come out of timeout. We had to call a timeout there as wasn't able to get the play off. Brings up second down and 11. 2:08 left to go in the first quarter.
Bulldogs on the Redbud 49-yard line.
Tory in motion. Looked like
couldn't tell if it was incomplete pass or if it was a fumble. They're
looks
calling
like
a fumble.
Musketeers got to maybe tip the ball. They're calling it a fumble.
It's possible. 62 again. Corey Fithian in on that.
That's no surprise there. He's been back there all night. Looks
He
like
has. He has been persistent all night. He's been very aggressive, and like I say, you can tell he's a leader on that defense.
I saw the arm coming forward. I thought it was incomplete, but I guess the officials are saying that it was tipped by a ball come out of his hand before he released it. There's no replay, so that's what we'll go with.
It's one of those gray area plays.
You know, one side's not going to be happy. Handoff up the middle. 44. That is Millier. Stripped almost by number 10, Ian Torrey. Ian was trying to rip it out, and he held on to it.
Ian just about pulled that off. He just enough to break the stride of the runner, slow him down a little bit.
So 76, Sam Riggs got in on the tackle for the Bulldogs. Gain up a couple on the play, brings up second down and 7 for the Musketeers. Just under a minute and a half left to go in the first. Quarterback option, keeps it, turns it up the middle. Still on his feet. Looks like just at the 44-yard line of the Bulldogs. Going to bring up third and about 3.
Zebo did a good job throwing that fake out there. He made those pursuing Bulldogs bite on that fake. He was able to get quite a few yards off that little run.
So the tackle really got out there, so he kept it and picked up some yards. Handoff, 44, Millier up the middle. Still on his feet, tries to bounce to the outside. Enough for a first down, number 76. That's Sam Riggs in on tackle again. Musketeers have something going here as they start to move the chains a little bit.
35 seconds left in the first quarter. This might be the last play of the first quarter.
Debo looking around. Ball is snapped. Take the handoff. Lots of time to throw. Pass intended for number 23, Seth Bass, is incomplete. Looks like number 5, Bryce Roan, back for the Bulldogs defending.
Bryce got in a good position to make a play on that ball. And,
well, just overthrown. I think that if that's hitting the receiver in the hands, I think Bryce was going to catch that one.
Yeah.
He put himself in good position.
Zebo, he showed us a little bit of what his arm is about. He can air it out.
2nd and 10. Snap on the keeper. Turns up the middle, a couple of yards on the play. 64, Darrell Ellis in on tackle for the Bulldogs. After that play, that's going to bring us to the end of the first quarter, where the Portageville Bulldogs lead the Redbud Illinois Musketeers 12-0. We'll be right back with YHC TV. And we're back here at Victory's Athletic Field in Portageville, Missouri. As we get ready to start the second quarter, Portageville leads 12-0. The Redbud offense is on the field at 3rd down and 10. Ball's on the Portageville 35-yard line. Handoff up the middle, 44. Austin Millier. Several Bulldogs there on the play.
Millier did a good job there, north and south running. Really hit the line hard.
But Bryce Rome is one of the first Bulldogs there to meet him. Gain of about 5 on the play. Brings it up 4th and 5. Let's see what the Musketeers are going to do. Looks like they're going to go for it. Option. Still on his feet. Brought down by number 10, Ian Torrey, the first man there. As he took the option away. Looks at thank another sponsor. Butler Drugstore on Main Street in Portageville is your local full-service pharmacy, also including gifts and fine jewelry. Dr. Trey Rohn has been serving the area for many years and provides your prescription solutions. Stop by at 222 East Main Street in Portageville or call 573-379-5469.
Well, here we are, Bulldogs. Get the ball back after 4th down, and let's see what happens here. 1st and 10. Throw it out in the flats to Ian Torrey. Looks like he's going to lunge forward, get a first down. He's about to the Redbud 49. What do you think? Maybe 50?
They're going to spot it.
They're going to spot him on the, wow, about the Bulldog 49 and 3/4 yard line. How about that? Not quite the 50.
We're just going to say almost the 50.
Almost the 50.
Almost the 50. Brings up 1st and 10. Barm looking. Target number 9, Jared Crafton. Jared Crafton, nice run after the catch.
Say the Bulldog receivers are running some tight routes. Connor's taking his time in the pocket, and he's making some good throws now. I think a lot of those early pregame willies might have been setting everybody back a little bit, but I think that chemistry's starting to kick in now. Let's see how Redbud responds to this Bulldog offense.
Looks like Jack Drennan, number 17, was in on that tackle for the Musketeers. 1st and 10 Bulldogs in Redbud territory. Quick pitch out to Alexander. And that's your guy that you've been calling on.
Number 62, Redbud, Corey Fithian. I tell you, he's been everywhere, hasn't he?
If we're going to run to that side, then you got to put a lead blocker in because he's not letting you run to that side.
Yeah, Fithian's he's a big fella, coming in at 6'3", 230. He's got good speed, good wheels on the outside.
Loss of 5 on the play. 10 minutes to go here in the second quarter. 2nd and 15 for the Bulldogs. Barham back looking to throw. Intended for number 9, Jerry Crafton, broken up by 33. That is Gage Baldwin for the Musketeers.
Fithian back in the backfield again. Somebody's going to have to pick that guy up. He's making his presence known.
Look at Connor or something, maybe moving to his left or finding 62 and going the opposite way. Gives up a little more throwing room.
Gonna let it go.
There they are. Pass intended for number 10, Ian Torrey. Is incomplete. Brings up 4th down and 15 for the Bulldogs. Like they thank the sponsor, A Plus Family Clinic in Portageville has been providing the area with medical services with great quality and service. Visit them at 203 East 3rd or give them a call at 379-2100 to schedule an appointment. A Plus Family Clinic in Portageville for local medical solutions. 4th and 15 for the Bulldogs.
Operating about the Redbud 40.
I'm going to call a fake here, Jamie.
Okay. Got a little confusion here. Will they have to burn another timeout? That's the question. I think everybody's in place. Little pooch kick. Uh-oh. See who recovered that fumble. It appeared, was that Austin Millier? It appeared he was going to take that ball on the fly and just run it back up the middle, which wasn't a bad plan. He certainly had room to run, but he lost possession of the ball. It looks like the Bulldogs are going to get it.
Recovered. I didn't see any signal from the official was on the recovery. So after the punt, Bulldogs take over 1st and 10 as the Musketeers fumble, get it back to them. Quick pitch. Fake the reverse. Alexander, flag on the play.
I think we might have a little holding action here on the left side of the line.
Number 9, Burschler in on the tackle. So it is one against the Bulldogs.
Coach Bullock is pretty upset right now. Seems to be a little bit of communication and confusion there. And usually, you know, Ron, that's what happens when you got a hold, you know, or
holding against the Bulldogs. Good call there. And Jamie, they were holding number 62, Fithian.
Yeah. Like I say, Fithian has had a good game thus far. A little
bad
confusion
snap
there.
Barham picks it up, still on his feet. Trying to get back to the line of scrimmage. So he gets to, looks like the, almost maybe the 25-yard line.
That was a good recovery on Barham's part.
Lost, looks like 3 or 4 on the play.
But you know, Ron, it goes back, you know, Fithian again in the backfield. It's making things happen.
I think a couple of those, the ball is snapped. I think Connor's kind of trying to find him before he's catching the ball. Quick throw, number 9, Crafton. Picks up a couple, gets back to the line of scrimmage.
You know, for these, who'd you have there, 86?
Dakota Ziegler on a nice open field tackle.
Was good pursuit. And I tell you, for the old school football fan out there, you know, this spread offense is tough to defend, you know. This isn't where you line up and ground and pound at the line. I mean, these guys have to have some lateral speed. And they got to know where to go.
Barham looking
good
over
pass.
the middle and to complete. Number 10, Ian Torrey, touchdown, Bulldogs. Nice route, nice throw as Barham was able to step up in the pocket and make a good throw to crossing route.
Yeah, it was a well-timed pass and play. Good route, good tight route.
Portageville looking for a 2-point conversion. 8:41 left to go here in the second. Barham looking back. Quick throw.
I don't know if he got that. Incomplete.
Pass was incomplete. So with 8:41 left to go in the first half, Portageville now leads 18-0. We will be right back with YHC TV.
Number 6.
And we're back at Vic Reese Athletic Field. Well, a gorgeous night for football here in Portageville, Missouri. 8:41 left to go. Set to kick for the Bulldogs.
Low liner, those are usually pretty tough to handle. Tell you what, that was a good run. Seth Bass. I tell you what, Seth Bass did not play around. He took some punishment to the Bulldogs on that run. Dropped his head and got in there.
The kickoff there, so that number 59, Andrew Carter, did the kickoff that time for the Bulldogs. First and 10 for the Musketeers. We'll play action, quarterback keeper. Turn to the right side, gain of about 5 on the play.
That was a pretty good call there. He was able to go off tackle. You know, both these quarterbacks for these teams are intelligent kids. They know how to run these offenses, and you know, you can tell both teams have confidence in these guys. So that's what I've enjoyed thus far, looking at watching this game and watching the quarterback play.
Second down for the Musketeers. High snap. Try to get back there. Zebo was able to get back and recover it.
It's a little turnabout there.
Like
Bulldogs had one of those. Now Redbud's had one of those.
Looks like maybe about a 15-yard loss on that. Do they spot it? It's like third and about 23 for the Musketeers. 7:30 left to go in the first half.
Redbud showing 3 receivers on the left side.
Trying to isolate Birchler.
Keeper. Good move. Good move by Zebo. He still went down with the loss, but again.
664, Darrell Ellis in on back there, but a host of Bulldogs were disrupted that play.
Yeah, Ellis made a great play there. Stopped up the line there in the middle.
Musketeers are 4th and a bunch.
28. 4th and 28. Punting out of their own end zone.
Torian Gates back. Bulldogs should get the ball back in excellent field position.
Looks like a short one. Ellington Insurance in Portageville is one of our fine sponsors this year. With all the challenges facing organizations and families today, no one has time to become an insurance expert. Instead, you need an experienced team who can analyze the various options open to you and suggest the best alternative for your needs. That's where Ellington Insurance is there for you to simplify your insurance needs. Call them at 573-379-5401 or visit their office at 200 East Main Street in Portageville.
Coach Bullock telling one of the players as the ball's bouncing, he kept going over to it. They're telling him to get away from it, so come sideline, and Coach Bullock did a good job of coaching the young man up.
I tell you, that's a rattlesnake. You leave that football alone when it's punted like that. I think the offense was looking to see something materialize there, and it just didn't. You know,
looks like the Musketeers did a good job of holding the outside up. He wasn't able to turn the corner.
Yeah, the Musketeers had really good containment on that left side. And who's on that left side? Number 62, Corey Fithian.
Barnes able to pick up a yard on the play. Brings up 2nd down and 9. 6:11 left to go in the second quarter. Snap, Barnes looking. Over the middle, incomplete, intended for Tiana and Torrey. Defended well on the play, 33, Gage Baldwin.
Yep. Tell you, I think Baldwin got a little stinger there when he got up.
So the Bulldogs going to do here, 3rd down and 9 for the Bulldogs. At their 36-yard line. Barham back. Pass complete. Number 4, Hunter Gates. Forced out of bounds by number 9, Birchler. Still on the spot. Is that like the 20?
Looks like about the 26-yard line.
Yes, it is enough for a first down. So I was trying to see where they had the marker at. It brings up a 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs. 6 minutes left to go in the second quarter. Barham on the quarterback keeper. Design run. Alexander, a good block.
Whoa. Good lick. 23. Seth Bass.
Got a flag over here. So Torrey and kid from Musketeers. Personal foul against Redbud.
I tell you, Seth Bass brought the wood on that one. Thing I was impressed about on Connor's run is he was able to follow that blocker, get around the corner. That was just good, hard-nosed football there from both sides.
Personal foul against the Musketeers. Going to move the ball 15 yards. It's going to bring up 1st and goal for the Bulldogs. Looks like just inside the 10-yard line. Call it 1st and goal from the 9. Barham dropping back, looking to pass. Pass.
What a catch. What a catch.
Number 10, Ian Torrey, a nice one-handed grab for the Bulldogs.
That was an outstanding play.
Good catch by Ian on that play. Moves the ball a little bit closer. Looks like 2nd goal from about the 2-yard line. Coach Bullock likes to call the quarterback draw.
It's like Lamar Alexander.
Or handoff to 32 Alexander. Touchdown, Portageville. As 32, Lamar Alexander gets in off the left side. 4:52 left to go in the second quarter. Portageville set to go for 2. And they're supposed to run it right in. Pass.
Intercepted by number 7.
So 2-point conversion is no good. So after the score by Alexander, Portageville now leads 24-0. We'll be right back with YHC TV. And we're back at Portageville as the Bulldogs get set to kick to the Musketeers. It's like 59. Andrew Carter set to kick for the Bulldogs.
Good kick.
23. Still on his feet. Good run by the Musketeers.
Good run. Seth Bass. Good run.
It's a nice return for the Musketeers.
Good hard-nosed football player.
Bass brings it back to the 43-yard line. Musketeers will take over 1st and 10 at their own 43. Trailing 24-0. 4:45 left to go here in the first half.
I'll tell you, Ron, right now, Redbud, it'd be interesting to see if their game plan changes a little bit. Try to get some points on the board before they go in here after this first half.
I'm a little surprised they haven't thrown as much. Since being on a shotgun, they've ran a lot, but
Zebo's got a good arm. He's got a good sizable line in front of him. So
handoff 44, Millier. It's like number 5, Bryce Roan. Number 79, Michael Hartman on the tackle for the Bulldogs.
Michael Hartman's had a good season this year. He's really been factoring into a lot on this Bulldog defense.
Lost the ball on play, 2nd down and 11 for the Musketeers.
Play clock getting down to 10 seconds. Good pursuit.
And the rollout. Good pressure, ball's incomplete. Intended for number 20, Rob Oliver. Bulldog line did a good job of getting him out of there, and he didn't want to throw the ball a little bit before he wanted to. 3rd down and 11 for the Musketeers. Zebo's looking it over. Snap, drop back, pressure up the middle.
Good run. Good run by Zebo.
Like Robert Carter got back there and forced him out of the pocket.
He did.
Didn't give him a chance to look to throw the ball.
Bulldog defensive line put a lot of pressure on him. Zebo was able to turn it into a little something, but it's still 4th down. Roughly 3 minutes, 30 seconds left in the first half.
4th and 6 for the Musketeers. Zebo set to kick.
End over end. It's playable.
Tory stiff arms.
That's number 23, I believe, Seth Bass on the tackle.
That young man just seems to be around the ball a lot.
He is. He's it's like I said earlier, he's a good hard-nosed football player. He's finding a way to get into those plays, and he's certainly doing all he can at this time.
Portageville takes over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line. 3:11 left to go here in the first half. Design run, Connor Barham on the keeper.
Tell you, there was a hole right off between tackle and in there that opened up on that play. Connor, to only pick up 1 yard.
Logan Hoba, number 24, did a good job.
Made a great job closing in.
You're right. That was a big hole, and it collapsed quick.
Defensively, he was able to fill it. So,
ball back to throw.
Bulldogs respond.
Middle screen, looking for running room.
Looks like Lamar Alexander.
Up front.
Lamar Alexander.
Tackled by 23, Seth Bass. He did as you pointed out, he did a good job following his blockers right there. Going to move the chains for the Bulldogs. 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line. 2:25 left to go here in the first half. Portageville leading 24-0.
He's wide open.
Flicker. Halfback pass or wide receiver pass. Pass complete. Number 10, Ian Torrey, to number 4, Hunter Gates.
Good play. Good play. Well designed.
Great timing on that call. It's a nice call.
The Bulldog offense was able to sell that play from start to finish. The Redbud defense, they probably thought at that time they had it pretty well contained, but
Coach Willock's called a few wide receiver screens tonight.
Yeah.
And they bit hard on that one. Handoff up the middle. Alexander.
I don't know if he got it.
He is
stuffed it about the 1 yard line.
He was stopped short, so after the
Bulldogs are 0 for 5 on the extra point tonight.
Put up a lot of sixes as after the score, Portageville leads 30-0. And we'll be right back with YHC TV.
Yeah.
And we're back after the score. Portageville leading 30-0. Just a little over 2 minutes left to go in the first half. Kickoff.
Nice kick.
23 Bass.
Bass found some running room there. Bass has done a good job when he's returned the football. When he's had the opportunity, that young man has really been bringing the mail.
He is a north-south runner. He don't have a lot of wasted motion. He sees a hole and he hits it.
And he hits it, yeah.
And he gets positive yards.
It's good, hard-nosed, old-school play right there.
Well, we got
I'm going to tell you,
2 minutes left, Jamie.
The thing, Ron, that gets me, don't let this 30-0 score deceive you. Because this Redbud team is a good football team. I think right now it's just a matter of them getting their game plan going. The Bulldogs have had an answer for them. Don't count them out.
Quarterback keeper, gain of maybe 3 on the play. Second down and 7 for the Musketeers. They're in their hurry up. Dropping back, looking to pass. Tipped. Intercepted. Number 4, Hunter Gates, still on his feet. Hunter Gates, a good return for the Bulldogs. Finally brought down.
Takes it down to about the 12-yard line, I believe. 12, 13-yard line.
54, Trenton Fernandez was able to finally get him down for the Musketeers. So the Bulldogs looking to strike again here with just over a minute to go in the first half.
You know, Fernandez did a good job keeping his composure there at that point in the play. See if the Bulldogs will strike again with $1:19 left in the first half.
Rushing 4. Well,
did he catch that? Out of bounds.
They're saying he's out of bounds. It was a nice one-handed grab by Gates. Battling the defender. That was couldn't have been thrown any better or caught any better. It was just going to be a remarkable play.
A little out of bounds.
Just need a little bit more real estate on that one. Second down and 10 for the Bulldogs. 13-yard line.
Go the other way. You know, to go back here with just about 1:10 left in the first half, Ron, on that previous play, I know Birchler was looking for a flag, but it was kind of hard to see what he was going through down there, and I think it was just a position battle. And it can be frustrating when you're dealing with Hunter Gates and Ian Torrey.
Both are physical receivers.
Play clock at 15 seconds. 45 seconds left in the half. Will the Bulldogs strike again?
Usually a corner route for Ian. Comes back to the ball. Immediately tackled by number 9. That is Birchler. Timeout by the Bulldogs. So after the quick play there, Portageville with 31 seconds left. Ball looks like to be spotted about the 3-yard line. This is usually where Coach Bullock draws the play up and get Ian in the fade route in the corner. But Redbud has a kid of the same size as Ian, so Coach Bullock's going to try it.
I'll bet you if Ian were to be interviewed by us right now, we could ask him how difficult it's been playing defense or playing offense against this Redbud defense, and I bet he'd say he's been challenged quite a bit. Even though the score is 30-0, they're showing some physicality out there. But you know, when you were saying this is where Coach draws up a play, this is what I'm thinking. Lamar Alexander's been hitting inside all night long, and when you're only looking at 3 yards to go before you hit pay dirt, that's who I'd bet my money on right here.
Well, usually after contact, he's good for 1 or 2 after contact.
That second effort is going to get him anything and everything that he needs.
Well, let's see what we got here. Ball's on the 2-yard line. On the rollout. Pass is complete. Touchdown. That is number 4, Hunter Gates. They couldn't really see that. Burster just missed it, and Gates was able to really focus on the ball on a nice pass from Connor Barham.
Oh, yeah, he put it. He threaded the needle there. Let's see what the Bulldogs do here on this 2-point conversion. 36-0, 25 seconds left in the half. Oh.
Looking to.
Wow. Little razzle-dazzle there.
Yeah, there's 2-point conversion fails. So after that, Portageville leads 36-0 with 25 seconds left to go here in the first half. And we'll be right back with YHC TV. And we're back here at Portageville. 25 seconds left to go here in the first half. Low kick picked up by the up man,
Jaden Berkner. I tell you, he was a warrior going after that football. Be able to scoop it up, try to get a little something out of it. Was good, solid play there.
A lot of times those second man kind of lay on it. He said he's going to try to make some yards out of it.
Try to make something out of it. That's man, I love that. I love to see a kid make a second effort like that.
He picked up some yards for him. So
yeah,
Musketeers will start over, 1st and 10 from their own 40-yard line, with 18 seconds left to go here in the first half, trailing by 36. I know it sounds a lot, but like you said, Jamie, they are not out of this thing.
There's a lot of football left to play.
On the rollout, quarterback keeper. Gain a couple on the play.
Looks like that's going to be it for the first half.
So at the end of the first half, the Portageville Bulldogs lead the Redbud Illinois Musketeers 36-0 here on senior night at Portageville High School. We'll be right back with YHC TV. And welcome back to Portageville High School as we get ready to start the second half. Portageville had a good first half, finished out 36-0 over Redbud, Illinois, the Musketeers. And it looks like Portageville did a good job, Jamie, of taking what was given to them. They didn't always try the deep pass. They had a lot of underneath routes. I thought the line did a good job of blocking and giving them 3 and 4 yards on the rushes.
Yeah, Connor Barham's been able to hit that underneath route. When you look at the running support that Lamar Alexander's provided the team on the offensive side of the ball, it's worked out there too. From a defensive perspective, the Bulldogs have been able to contain Zebo, the quarterback for Redbud, and there's been some outstanding play by our defensive line as well. So Redbud's got some outstanding athletes. Let's see if there's any change from this halftime break.
Well, per the Missouri rules, the team was down by 35. The clock continues to run. It will stop on a score, a timeout, or a penalty. Other than that, the clock will continue to run. The Musketeers will start the second half to receive the ball. Ian Torrey set to kick for the Bulldogs. Low liner kick. So then dropped.
That's Seth Bass on the return. And again, that low kick, he almost lost it. Ron coming back. But, again, there was a running lane.
Looks like he tucked it in, and I didn't see how he dropped that one. But he was able to pick it up and gained some positive yards out of it. So the Musketeers take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line, showing the Bulldogs of Portageville by 36. Zebo set.
It's like a quarterback keeper up the middle.
Zebo gets good yardage for the Musketeers to start the second half. Kind of a read option there, and he elected to keep the ball. It's a good decision as he's moving the chains to the Musketeer ball. 1st and 10 at their own 44-yard line. And they are in a hurry up. They're right back to the line of scrimmage. Snap handoff, 44. Gain of a yard on the play. That's Austin Millier. Looks like 68, Robert Carter in on tackle for the Bulldogs. Gain of 1 on the play. The 2nd down and 9 for the Musketeers. Their own 45-yard line. Handoff, 44, Millier. Still on his feet. Brought down by number 10, Ian Torrey. Picks up some yards for the Bulldogs.
Ron, that's one of the things Redbud did not do in the first half was to find that chemistry, that combination of running inside and out. Now they seem to have found it in the second half. Seems to be working for them.
Handoff straight up the middle. Millier. I'd like to thank a sponsor. If you need auto parts, stop by Delta Auto Parts and Salvage on Highway 61 in Portageville. Colin and his staff will assist you with all your needs. They specialize in domestic car and light truck parts. Go online to deltaautoparts.com for parts information.
Redbud on the move, 1st and 10. Looks like another option. He went ahead and went with the handoff.
Bryce Rowland on tackle for the Bulldogs.
Number 44, Austin Millier. Austin's been carrying the mail a little bit, so see if he gets a little bit more into the game plan, although he did play into it quite a bit in the first half.
Option quarterback keeper.
Good read. Good read.
They will turn it upfield.
Good run by Zebo.
68, Robert Carter, another tackle for the Bulldogs.
Robert Carter has had quite a few tackles tonight.
He's been in on a lot of plays.
He has. He's having a good game.
Snap. Zebo looking to throw. A lot of pressure from the Bulldogs.
Across the middle. Almost picked off.
Hunter Gates is looking at the end zone.
I think he was.
Well, I think another sponsor. If you take a look at the field tonight, you should be impressed because it's in great condition thanks to Turf Renovations. Turf Renovations is responsible for outstanding field surfaces on not only this field but also numerous ones in the area. Turf Renovations pride themselves on providing the best playing surfaces for the area's athletes. To check out their projects, go online to turfrenovations.com.
Fourth down, looks like a screen over the middle to Melier. First down, Redbud. And they are moving the chains. That was a good call right there.
Connor Barman will tackle for the Bulldogs, but that was a nice call.
Redbud did a good job selling that play.
Bulldogs had good penetration on two previous plays, so they were able to use that aggressiveness against them on that play.
Absolutely.
To get the play called in.
I was going to say it looks like Melier again.
And off the right side.
Good run.
Gain of maybe 5 or maybe 6 on it. Looks like about 8 on the play. Brings up second down and 2. 6:50 to go here in the third quarter. The clock continues to run. Back, looking.
Good pass. Good catch.
Pass complete to number 9. That is Alex Birchler. And touchdown for the Musketeers.
Zebo to Birchler. That was a good little play right there. It almost gave you the feeling that Birchler was going to try to take the defensive back deep back in that corner of the end zone, and he ends up more or less going underneath, and there it was.
Good coverage. He just made a better play.
Yeah. You know, they've used the run to try to help to establish some bit of a passing game. They were able to pull it off with the earlier screen pass, and then they were able to hit well with that one.
Extra point attempt.
It's good.
Is good. So after the score, Portageville leads 36-7 with 6:33 left to go in the third quarter. We'll be right back with YHC TV. And we're back at Portageville as the Musketeers finally get on the scoreboard. 6:33 left to go here in the third quarter.
Zebold's kick, short.
Kick.
Try to take it back up the middle. That is number 12, A.J. Hicks.
So the Bulldogs will take over 1st and 10 at their own 47-yard line.
And that score was pretty strategic for Redbud. They were able to slow that clock down. You know, that mercy clock in action, and now it's stopped. So,
hand off Alexander up the middle, cuts it bounce to the outside. Still on his feet. Finally wrestled out of bounds by number 17, Jack Drennan.
Good pursuit by Drennan on that play.
Looks like a gain of about 8 on the play. Brings up second down and 2 for the Bulldogs. They are in the territory of the Musketeers, the 46-yard line. Barham back, looking to throw.
Across the middle.
Across the middle.
Good catch.
Complete to number 10, Ian Torrey.
Torrey made an outstanding grab. Looks like we got a flag. Greenpoint Ag in Portageville, located south of Portageville on Highway T. The 7 Greenpoint locations offer seed, fertilizer, crop protection products, and custom application services. Stop by the Portageville Farm and Home Store for a large selection of home, lawn, and garden supplies and hardware. Go to greenpointag.com or call 573-379-3816.
Now the flag on the play is a personal foul against the Musketeers.
Against Redbud.
It's going to move the ball 15 yards.
Just adds a little icing to the cake there. Moves the ball on down the field.
So, nice route ran by Ian. Connor made a nice throw, good execution. Line gave some time to throw, everything you're looking for.
Yeah, everything clicked on that pass play.
Barham on the handoff. Alexander up the middle, still on his feet. Dances for a couple more yards. Like 66. Andrew Panitsky makes the stop for the Musketeers. Gain of a couple on the play brings up 2nd down and 4 to go for the Bulldogs.
Redbud looked a little anxious on that play. They were able to get back and set up. Here's the play, Alexander up the middle. Touchdown.
Number 32, Lamar Alexander. No, he is just short. Looks like, I'm sorry, Jamie, they did signal touchdown. Touchdown, Alexander.
Lamar Alexander.
I was watching the VAR official. He had him marked at 1, but it's a score. Going for 2. Trying a quick strike.
He got it.
Pass complete. Barham to number. Who's that? Number 5, Bryce Rowan.
Bryce
2-point
Rowan.
conversion. The score will be right back with YHC TV. Yeah. And we're back at Portageville as the Bulldogs answer right back to take a 44-7 lead. 5:26 to go here in the third quarter. Torrey set to kick for the Bulldogs. Take it one by
34
yards.
Is that Andrew Luthi? Is that who that is?
Yes, 34 made a nice return. Back to midfield. Brings up 1st down and 10 for the Musketeers. Clock continues to run as Portageville scored again. Play action. Zebo nothing's looking to run. So he's caught down by, it's like number 9, looks like Jared Crafton. Was able to get him. Had good covers down the field. We're bringing up 2nd down and 10 for the Musketeers. 4:20 left to go here in the 3rd quarter.
Might get to see Redbud's aerial attack here.
They've been successful when they've aired it out a few times.
Yeah, they have. Yeah, they have.
Zebo looking to throw. Going long, going deep. Pass is complete.
Wow, outstanding. Outstanding catch.
Zebo to number 9, Alex Birchler.
Outstanding pass, outstanding reception.
They couldn't have been thrown any better or caught any better. That was nice play. Moves the chains for the Musketeers. And they 1st and...
It's the ball maybe on the 9.
It's the 1st and goal from the 9-yard line of the Bulldogs. Pass over the middle. Ball's incomplete, intended for Birchler once again. 3:15 left to go here in the 3rd quarter. Portageville leads 44-7.
It'll be interesting, Ron, to see how the Bulldog defense responds. You get stung by a big pass play like that, see how they come back. It's like a little option.
Read by the Bulldogs. He's forced out of bounds. Loss of some yards on the play brings up 3rd down and 11 to go for the Musketeers. 3rd and goal from the 11. 2:25 left to play in the 3rd quarter.
Seems to be a little confusion down there on the play, or at least some of the routes. But now Redbud looks to be ready to roll. What? Oh, wow.
Looks like a option read, run, turn to a pass.
That was an interesting play, yeah.
Don't know if it was intended, but it was almost a highlight play.
It was a heck of an attempt.
4th and goal for Redbud.
The receiver hangs on to it. He's in the end zone.
He was behind the defense, nobody around him. On the snap, looking. Pass was tipped. The Bulldogs just got their hands on there, so turnover on down. So the Bulldogs take over 1st and 10.
Alex Birchler was the intended target on that pass.
I think another sponsor, Butler Drugstore on Main Street in Portageville, is your local full-service pharmacy, also including gifts and fine jewelry. Dr. Trey Rowan has been serving the area for many years and provides your prescription solutions. Stop by at 222 East Main Street in Portageville or call 573-379-5469.
Bulldogs get possession on turnovers. Pass across the middle underneath, and
so intended for, looks like number 5, Bryce Rowan, is incomplete.
Bryce Rowan, the intended receiver. Looks like we got a flag, and looks like they got a holding against the Bulldogs. Half the distance to the goal.
Timeout called by the Portageville Bulldogs. They lead 44-7. And we'll return with YHC TV. And we're back as Portageville comes out of the timeout. The 22 seconds left here to go in the third quarter. Ball was about half distance to the goal. Holding penalty. Barham on a quick strike to looks like number 9, Jared Crafton, maybe. Yes, complete to Crafton.
Yeah, it was Jared Crafton on that.
I don't think they made any yards on that play.
I don't think so. That appears to be the last play of the third quarter.
At the end of the third quarter, Portageville leads 44-7. And we'll be right back with YHC TV. And we're back as the Bulldogs get set to start the fourth quarter on their own 7-yard line, 3rd and 15. Barham looking to throw. Ian Torrey left wide open, spins, and picks up enough for a first down. Brings up 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs. Their own, looks like, 29-yard line.
It's another fantastic play, pass play. Good tight route. Connor did a great job picking him up, making a good throw.
Yeah, time to get that route developed. The line did a good job of getting him letting him get down there to develop a route. Gave Connor some nice protection on that one. First and 10, Bulldogs. Barham straight up the middle and quarterback keeper. Gain a couple on the play. Looks like 24, Logan Hoba. And on the play for the Musketeers. Gain of about 3 on the play. Ran it 2nd down and 7. Officials timeout. I'd like to thank another sponsor. A Plus Family Clinic in Portageville has been providing the area with medical services with great quality and service. Visit them at 203 East 3rd Street or give them a call at 379-2100 to schedule an appointment. A Plus Family Clinic in Portageville for local medical solutions. Second down is 7. 10:40 left to go here in the fourth quarter.
Looks like Lamar Alexander up off right tackle.
66, Andrew Panitsky in on the tackle again for the Musketeers.
Panitsky's had some tackles in this second half. He's factored into a number of defensive plays for Redbud.
Got Third down and about 4. 10 minutes left to play here in the ball game.
See what kind of look the Bulldogs give.
Pistol formation right here.
Oh, a little mix and match there. Where's he going to go? Busted play there. Connor Barham did a great job getting a little something out of it.
So maybe a half a yard. So he turned to the right and Lamar was on his left.
Yeah. Fourth down here. What do you do, Ron? What do you do? Conventional wisdom says punt it. You got a clock that's still running. Could institute a little trickery here and keep the ball and manage the game out. What do you think?
Kind of play the odds. You know, they've had success on the short routes. Like Coach Bullock's going to punt. That's probably why he's down
Play
there.
Clock's down to 0. Did they get it off? They did. Good high punt. Fair catch signal.
After the punt, Musketeers take over at their own 35-yard line. I'd like to thank Ellington Insurance in Portageville as one of our fine sponsors this year. With all the challenges facing organizations and families today, no one has time to become an insurance expert. Instead, you need an experienced team who can analyze the various options open to you and suggest the best alternative for your needs. That's where Ellington Insurance is there for you to simplify your insurance needs. Call them at 573-379-5401 or visit their office at 200 East Main Street in Portageville. Portageville calls timeout. We'll be right back with YHC TV. And we're back here at Portageville. 8:17 left to go here in the ball game. The Musketeers trail the Bulldogs 44-7. Fake handoff, quarterback keeper. Zebo is stopped. Look. '79, Michael Hartman in on the tackle. Second down and 8 for the Musketeers. Zebo looking to throw. Nope. Quarterback keeper. Scrambling.
Pursuit.
Intended for number 20, Rob Oliver. Jamie, I think if he don't stop and turn, if he just keeps running, he might run right into that.
He runs right under it and takes it onto the house. Yeah.
It was a tough play for him, though. Quarterback was being pressured. He was trying to find some open area. Zebo looking.
He was looking for Alex Birchler on that, number 9. Birchler's been a good target for him tonight. And, you know, again, Ron, that's another example of one of those underneath pass patterns that's paid some dividends for him, albeit it hadn't been very much, but it's been there. It has materialized.
Fourth down and 8, 6:40 left to go. Musketeers going for it. Zebo back looking to throw.
There is a man downfield. Good defensive play.
Intended for 23, Bass.
Number 22.
Jacob Carter.
Jacob Carter.
We We got lucky on that one right there. Burstler got behind Torrey right there. And
I tell you, that is one thing I've noticed in this second half. We're starting to let those red bud receivers get behind our defensive backs. And our Portageville defensive backs are going to have to be a little more cognizant of that. Play them straight up.
That might have been a timeout that Coach Bullock called. You don't want these guys, to finish the game. It's all but wrapped up, but he wants to see them play 4 quarters.
Well, the Bulldogs have the football back.
5:35 left to go in the ball game. Connor Barham on the quarterback keeper. First man there, 77, Edward Pardike got his hands on Barham first. A couple others joined in. Gain of a couple on the play brings up 2nd down and 8 for the Bulldogs. 5 minutes left to go in the ball game.
See how they manage the clock here with right at 5 minutes left in the game.
Hand off, Alexander. Gain maybe a yard on the play.
Lamar Alexander has been grounding and pounding all night. He's really been hitting that hole pretty hard and hitting the line pretty hard. He's had a good game. Good game tonight.
Gain of 1 on the play by Alexander. Brings up 3rd and 7. 4:25 left to go here in the 4th quarter. Looking to throw. Over the middle.
Great
complete.
catch. Great catch.
Number 10, Ian Torrey, goes down to get it. That
literally was on his shoestrings, and he made a great catch.
A lot of concentration right there.
Yeah, really
between 2 defenders. That was a nice catch. Keeps the chains moving for the Bulldogs. 1st and 10, Portageville at the Musketeers' 11-yard line. Just under 4 minutes left to go here in the ball game. Portageville's leading 44-7. Barham checking the play clock. Bryce rolling in motion. Misdirection, handoff to Alexander.
Down inside the 10-yard line. It's like maybe the 5-6-yard line.
Dakota Zager on the tackle for the Musketeers.
7-yard line.
2nd down and 6 to go, so they have a chance to pick up one more first down before potentially put the ball in the end zone. Ball on the play clock, get down on the quarterback keeper off the left side.
He's in.
Touchdown, Connor Barham. On the quarterback keeper, able to get around the left side.
Connor did a great job reading that play. Went right outside. Carried the mail on into the house.
Looks like he was going off at left tackle. That closed up on it. He bounced to the outside, and they stay with their blocks, and he was able to walk right in the end zone.
Looks like we're going to try an extra point. We're going to kick one of those?
Or we ain't been that successful tonight with 2-point conversions. We got one of them, so.
Get your steps right. Maybe. Short.
No good. It was high enough.
High enough, but short enough. Yeah. Yeah, was it short enough? That's not long enough.
1:50 left to go here in the 4th quarter. Portageville now leads 50-7.
Well, I tell you, Ron, this has been it's certainly been a, from a scoreboard standpoint, both the first half and the second half, it's been a one-sided game, and in the Bulldogs' favor. One of the things that we talked about before the game is just this athleticism of Redbud, and they are a good team. They but like I say, I think the Bulldogs solved them tonight. You know, the Bulldogs had a lot of chemistry. They've been able to manage the clock well, and the momentum was their way. You know, it went their way.
I thought we had a lot of, I think we're rising with success, but tonight, we're 3rd and 6, and they'll run a route for 8 yards.
Yeah.
Didn't try to get everything at one time, just kept the chains moving, a first down, kept it moving. Then when the big play was there, they took it. Connor did a good job of, not trying to force the ball. And the receivers made some, yards after the catch. As the Musketeers bring it back to all eventually finish up the ball game. Looks like that's possibly be the last play of the game. 20 seconds left.
20 seconds left. Game clock, play clock still at 25. They might have one last throw down field. See what happens.
Number 20 on the play, a penalty on the play. Rob Oliver with the play, tackle on the play by number 9, Jared Crafton. There's a flag on the play. Face mask against the Bulldogs. There's no time left on the clock, but it can end on a penalty, so it's going to be one untimed play. It's a 5-yard penalty, so it wasn't a personal foul face mask. It was just the contact with the face mask. So this will be the last play of the ball game. Just on the 49-yard line of the Bulldogs. Zebo looking to throw.
Gonna let it go.
Pass intended. 23 was well defended by number 22 is Jacob Carter.
That looks like a win for the Portageville Bulldogs tonight, 50-7 over the Red Bud Musketeers.
I'll tell you, the Bulldogs play good tonight. I said 50-7. They're on a 4-game winning streak. I think they've made some adjustments, and I said look, they're tackling tonight. They're wrapping up, and so after 0-4 starts, back to 500.
And then they're going to play Hayti next week, so it's going to be real interesting to see how the Bulldogs prepare and if they can, still maintain that chemistry going into that final game.
So I think next week's that's a district opponent, so that'll have some definitely some implications on where the standings go. So, and I tell you what, thought a well-played ball game. Very few penalties tonight.
Yes.
I thought both teams
very well disciplined, stuck to their game plan. Again, Portageville was able to prevail. Their game plan was working,
And we'd like to say, to Red Bud, Illinois, hope you guys have a safe journey back. And you guys listening there, hope we didn't do too bad of a job for you guys. We try to do our best and, get names right for kids and, just try to show sportsmanship in class, all the way around. So that's what we hope you guys appreciate the broadcast tonight. Brought to you by YHC TV and YHCTV.com. And we're going to sign off here as the Portageville Bulldogs and their senior class of 2018, which is going to be the 100th class in Portageville history. And so we're all excited here as alumni of the Bulldogs. So, Jamie, it's been a pleasure calling the game with you this year.
Likewise, Ron. I've really enjoyed it. Really enjoyed being able to share these games with the public. And again, likewise, I've enjoyed it. And just want to wish Red Bud safe travels home as well. Everybody.
All right. Well, that'll do it. I am Ron Riddle. That was Jamie Frakes. And we hope you've enjoyed listening to us this year. We'd like to say thanks to Tyler Wagner and YHC TV for bringing you these games live and live on the web. And hope everybody has a good night.